Welcome back to the channel. This video is kind of sad, but either way, Camaro is in the garage, nice and clean. It's kind of been that way for a little while now. And huge plans for the Camaro, huge plans. They're kind of in the works at the moment, and hopefully everything kind of goes well with it. I don't know why the light looked like it was doing that flashing crap. Everything is kind of sort of in the works, doing research, everything else like that. But definitely huge things in the works, so stay tuned for that. If you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Hit the like button if you enjoy the videos. So we're going to jump right into it here. If you guys seen the Cobalt Build series or any videos of the Cobalt Build series, that was actually a lot of fun. Extremely fun building that motor and going through all the process. If you did not see the series, I will let that link for that in the description below. And you can go through and watch all the videos, watch the motor being built from the ground up, all the way from the block. I mean, it was a lot of fun. So with all that being said, this costs a lot of money to do. And I ended up selling everything about halfway through, realized it was just going to cost way too much. I would never get the money out of it, and I kind of didn't even just selling what I sold. So we'll jump right into it here. I have a whole rundown and a whole list of everything that I have bought. I think I'm missing a few things, but I know roughly what the number is, and I know it's a little bit more than the total I've wrote down here. So yeah. So here is every single part. To my knowledge, I'm sure I know I missed some things, but this is not that much stuff, but it adds up. So this isn't the original paper. I gave the original paper to the person I sold the motor to, and hopefully he did stuff with it. It's been a couple years since I've even talked to him, but you can run down through the list there. I mean, we did a Gen 3 LSJ short block, forged pistons and rods, I believe. That was $3,300 itself. Neutral balance shafts, some small miscellaneous things, timing chain guide set, Ecotech ported head, gasket kit. We did ARP head studs. Like I said, this was built from the ground up. So if you guys missed that series, you need to go back and watch it. I mean, the motor looked so nice once it was done. And I still look at pictures from it sometimes because it was just so nice. A bunch of sensors, crank position, lash adjusters, rocker arms, thermostats. We put stage 2 cams in it. Some more gaskets, front cover, water pump. I basically replaced everything that I possibly could rather than reuse. Even the alternator, I replaced that because I'm starting from the ground up. I'm not going to put any used parts in. And we went with ZZP high voltage coil packs. Now, most of these parts, if not all of them, if ZZP had it, that's where it came from. Those guys are awesome. They sent everything really quick. And I mean, it arrived, the engine arrived super nice. I mean, they had it all wrapped up, they had it boxed up. It was really nice. So that came to $8,300. Now that's basically just everything with the motor. There's an $11 shift boot, but this was the Cobalt Build. So if I'd have continued with this would have been everything. This would have been the rundown of every single part I used, bodywork, everything would have been on here. So we take that $8,300, add $3,000 onto that. That's $11,300. And that's just purchasing the car. $3,000 to purchase the car. Quite honestly, I should have never paid that. The car was a total piece of junk. It didn't run right. We barely made it home. The tuning was all messed up. It was a total disaster. The car was filthy inside. I mean, it was just horrendous. It needed tons of body work. It was terrible. So should have never paid that, but I bought it as a project build car, and that's what it was. So 11,300, that's with the car, and that's with the motor. So I had about $8,500 just in the motor itself. And the motor was pretty much completely done when I sold it. It was, I think I only needed a few things. I don't know if I was gonna reuse the wiring harness, probably. But I only needed a few more things to go and it was ready to drop in. I was gonna buy a transmission for it, brand new transmission. And like I said, this build was gonna be like completely over the top. I mean, body work, I was gonna do everything. So I was gonna have the body completely redone, all the dents. What the heck are you doing? So I was gonna have all the body work redone and have it repainted, everything. I was going all out. All the interior work, I cleaned everything, spent hours doing that, ripped all the seats out, ripped everything, carpet, headliner, all that stuff came out. Like I said, go check out the build series if you wanna see that stuff because I went through everything. You can see everything on there. So I took it to a dealer and that was basically, I don't even remember what they charged me, maybe $7,500 for that to kind of reflash the ECU and all that stuff, or the ECM. And then obviously it ran worse because it had injectors and all that kind of stuff. So, but I wanted the computer basically to be reset to factory. That way I could start over. And I think I was probably going to do HP tuners. But here's the thing, $8,500 just in the motor. Then I was going to get, I don't even remember what the transmissions cost. They were, and I think there was core fees and everything else on that. So that was probably another couple thousand. And then you add the car, purchasing the car on it. Then you have 11,300, not including the transmission, everything in that, all the body work. So till it was all said and done, wheels, tires, I mean, everything. The wheels were complete. I mean, they weren't junk, they were good, but the clear coat and all that stuff and the finish was, it was peeling off. It wasn't worth running those. And I didn't want to run the stock wheels and tires anyway. It needed a spoiler, didn't have a spoiler. He took it off, I don't know why. So I needed to get that, have that painted. So till it was all said and done, this easily probably would have been I'm guessing $15,000 to $20,000 till it was all said and done. If not more than that. It may have topped 25. So $25,000 in a 2006 Cobalt. That doesn't really seem feasible. And to sell it to somebody after the fact, after building it, nobody will pay that. Nobody, absolutely nobody. You'll never get that money out of it. So it just wasn't worth it. Now, granted, building the Ram 1500, which I will completely go over that in another video, that you still, I mean, you don't really get that back either. Same thing with the Camaro, you know, the stuff I'm doing to this, you don't necessarily get it back. The times right now, used vehicles are through the roof, so you might be able to get it back now. But, so let's just say 25 or 20,000 between that range that I had into it. That's basically something you'd never get back. So when it came time to sell the motor, you know, I had $8,500 into it. I think I got 5,000 for it, or $5,500. So there I lost money. So I lost $3,000 just on the motor right there. Then when it came to the car, I spent $3,000 on the car. Obviously the whole car was stripped. You know, it was basically a roller. I left the rear end under it. And I had a guy come and take that from me. Again, it was all stripped. There was no motor. There was no trans, none of that. So he came, bought it for, I think, $400 and loaded it on a rollback. So there I lost a shit ton of money again. I don't remember what I did with the transmission. I think I sold that to somebody. I don't even remember. But regardless, I didn't get my money back. I never got my money back. And that's just how these builds go. Would I change anything I did? Absolutely not. I had a heck of a fun time doing it, fun time building it, and I wish this list were longer. Honestly, some days I kind of regret more or less selling it. I don't regret getting the Camaro. I love the Camaro. I love this car. But at the same time, I don't know. I love the V8. But some parts of me wish I would have just completed the build and actually followed through with it. and, you know, did everything that way. But you live and you learn, and we got big things coming for the Camaro. So that is on our list of things to do. And we definitely have some more stuff for the truck coming. So there you have it. Crap ton of money, and I'll have to compile exactly what I think it is for sure. But yeah, it's at least 11,000 just without transmission and any of that stuff, which I didn't buy that anyway, but it's sitting at least 11,000 for sure. So I don't know. Hopefully the guy who bought the motor and stuff, hopefully he did something with it. I mean, it was ready to go, ready to drop in. All it needed was, I think, the harness hooked up. So I don't know. Brand new sensors, everything like that. It was golden. It was ready to go. So there you have it, guys. There's the whole rundown of everything. All the money I have into the Cobalt that I do not have any longer. So if you guys don't know that or you missed it, like I said, check it out. I will post the link for that in the description, as I said. So check out that series. Whole lot of fun. Motor was super clean. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this little, I guess, sadness for me of how much money I spent. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a huge thumbs up. Be sure to smash that subscribe button and hit the bell so you don't miss any future videos that I post. Again, huge things coming for the Camaro. Cannot wait. And we got some more things coming for the truck. So definitely stay tuned for that. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Catch you in the next one.